Howdy, everybody. How are we doing since yesterday when I streamed a chunk of Silent Hill 4? About almost half of it. I'm very sad we had to end when things were picking up, but you know. Maybe. Maybe not. Maybe we'll pick that up again. If not, it's fine. We played it last year, and you can check out the rest of the game through that playthrough if you so choose. Cause highly recommend the rest of that game. Absolutely insane. It was already pretty wacky up until the point we stopped, but the rest of the game, it cranks everything up to like 12, not 11, like 12. It gets real wacky immediately. It hits you like a train. It's great. I love Silent Hill 4. It might be my new favorite. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, but how's everybody doing? How are you, Zeke? How are you doing? Seahorseman has 2! Zale has 2 votes. We might be drawing Zale. We might be drawing the Seahorse Meng. Meng? I don't know. I have so many drinks right next to me. I have 3. That's a lot of drinks. I got a watermelon drink. It's called Wondermelon. It's, what is it? Let me see. Watermelon cucumber basil. It is the most refreshing thing I've ever tasted in my life. It's delicious. I love it. Hoi! Janie Bean, hello. I'm gonna take a sip of this Wondermelon. It's feeling like summer. It's beautiful outside today. It's, like 77 degrees right now. What is that in Celsius? Hey, Cortana. She's not gonna answer me. Hey, well, okay, never mind. Oh my god! So, I also have coffee, which is bad, but I stayed up till like 2 a.m. yesterday, so you know, that's how it would be. Sometimes it do be like that. Okay. That is a coffee. We're gonna be drawing Zale as our warm-up. Let's go. You know what? I didn't even set this up. I don't even know if CSP. Nope. CSP. Hold on. Okay, yeah. I only have a blank canvas right now. So that works. We're gonna be drawing Zale. I gotta figure out what fashion to draw him in. Ooh. So I've been doing all these, I don't know if you'd call them pinups. Probably, technically pinups. Been doing all these art-a-mabobs for all the Mixed Feelings characters. So, here's a Kahira. I did Kahira first. I really wanted to draw Kahira in this outfit, so I drew her in that outfit. And it did really well. It popped the fuck off, and I was like, wow, people really like Kahira. That's awesome. Adi! Hello. Welcome. So I drew that Kahira. And then I did a Perry. Where's Perry? Then I did a Perry. And these are all alternate outfits. These aren't outfits they wear in the game. These are just outfits I saw and I went, oh, that's cute. I want to draw a bit. And then most recently, I just finished Silas. I like Silas. I don't know. It's a tie between... No, it's not. I like Silas's the most. And then I like Kahira's. And then I like Perry's. No offense, Perry. Yours is okay. I just think Silas turned out the best and is also clickbait. You love these pics? I'm so glad. So I want to do the second game's characters in the same sort of like style, because I really like how these turned out. I'm really happy with them. But love a good alternate outfit. What kind of fashion can I look up for Zale? Why am I dropping frames? Stop it! Kira's def my jam. She seems like burb me. Kahira is a lot. Oh, hold on. I need to change the shape of my CRT. Wide. There we go. But oh, that'll help the frame rate. There we go. Let's figure out what kind of fashion. Give me a fashion I should look up for Zale. And God, what did I look up? Let me bring up a picture of Zale so you all know what we're working with. To those of you who are new and haven't seen the Seahorse Man, let's bring him up. Let's bring him up if I can. Come on, images. There we go. All the way down because your name starts with Z. Dun 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 dun. Look at this guy. Look at this creature. Valen, hello. Valen only communicates in wiggly emojis. Show me the seahorse. There's the seahorse. There is the seahorse. There might be a little lag because we dropped some frames, but you know, that is the seahorse. I'd say, okay, I'm gonna look up like hipster fashion. Hipster fashion. Let me see. Yes. All right. Safe search is on. Let me see if I can have a full screen image. No, I don't have any. I don't have any in this scene. Oh! Yes, he is a guitarist. He is a musician. What's some good fashion? I can also look up like e-boy fashion. Summer, okay. Summer e-boy fashion. That is not summery. No. Okay, this is kind of cute, actually. This is kind of cute. Okay. Why not with my Sona's outfit? I don't know if that would go with the theme. With the theme that I'm going for. I'm just kind of like just doing like cute outfits. I think they would work. That like I feel like if Zale was wearing like my outfit, it might just be like a little like, what are you doing? What's going on there? I don't know if that makes any sense. Look at this. This is pretty cute. This is pretty cute. Might do something like this. Oh my god, I love this song. Oh, this is also pretty cute. Hold on. Also pretty cute. Trying to find good fashion. I'm finding a lot of the stuff that I already used as inspiration, which is pretty funny. How about summer hipster fashion? Let's look that up. Okay, what is going on here? I have safe search on. Why? I'm glad you guys can't see my screen. This is a little weird. What is happening? Ooh. There's a lot of like feminine fashion in here. Zale might go a little femme, but not super feminine. Oh my god, this is real hipster. Oh, this is real hipster. Ooh. 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 Love the sneakers on the last one. Whatever kind of shoes they are. I'm not super fashion literate either. I just kind of look up fashion and I go, that looks cool. I do like those shoes. I don't find a lot of people who also say sneakers. I've been made fun of for saying sneakers, and I don't get it. Apparently it's like a New York slang, and I probably got it from my stepmom who's from New York, so I don't know. Maybe I can combine these three. Because, okay, what are some elements? I do like this loose-fitting button-up, like unbuttoned and tucked into the belt. I think that's really cute. And this like chain off the side. Hello, Thursday. We're not gonna see the sneakers. Common vernacular in New England. That makes sense. If you're in New England, that makes sense. And if it's also like in New York, is like New York is part of New England, isn't it? Isn't it? I don't know. It might be an East Coast thing. Probably. It was a Californian who was making fun of me. Or it might have been somebody in Oklahoma. I don't know. I think it might have been both. Someone sometimes sneaks. I've never heard that one. Tucked in open shirt look is real good. I do like that. I am afraid of putting stripes on Zale for a reason that I don't want to talk about. He's Seahorse, and I don't want to put stripes on him because then certain people are going to start saying certain things, and I have an image. I have an image that I will. Yes. Anyway, I've already had people compare him to a certain character from a certain thing, and I'm just like, just because he's a seahorse doesn't even have the color palette. It pisses me off. Anyway, hate. So, what do I like in particular from this? I like the stripes. I feel like Zale would look good in stripes, but I know they'll come for me. I know they'll come for me. Oh man. Okay, I like this. I think I want to take this. I don't think there's anything I can take from this, so I'm just gonna get rid of that. I like that scarf. I already have an outfit of Zale in a scarf, but I like the scarf. I kind of want neck exposed look. That sounds weird, but I feel like that would be kind of hot. Not gonna lie. Okay, how about rolled up sleeves? None of these had rolled up sleeves, really. I do like this loose rolled up sleeve kind of look, though. A man bun. He doesn't have hair. He has a fin. You have a copyright on stripes? No. Loose fitting scarf so you can see the neck. Ooh, what if the scarf wasn't even like all the way around? Like if it was just draped over his shoulders. That would be kind of cool, I think. I don't know. Let me figure this out. Fashion magazine pose male. A lot of these are just nah. Ooh, I like this. Sitting in a chair, but I can get some inspiration from this. Now let me set a timer so I don't go crazy. Where the fuck is my phone? Oh no! Why does this happen every stream? Why does it happen every stream I do? How do I lose my phone? Oh, there it is. Hey! 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 What if his fin was gathered up in a ponytail tail or a bun? I don't know. Let me look at him. I don't think that will work. I don't know if that will work. Doesn't have enough fin in the back of his head. Doesn't have enough fin. That is a cool idea, though. Okay. I'm not working on the background yet. Warm up. Okay. Let's actually do this. Let's actually do this. A fin bun might be, or a fin like ponytail might be interesting. I feel like that could work with like some sort of character design. But maybe not quite Zale. It is a cool design for the future, though. Perhaps. That's a box nose. Okay. And chest. Maybe a more quarter turn. Let's see. Never realize how fast I sketch until I'm like doing it, and then I'm like looking at the cursor just going nuts, and I'm like, oh, I draw real fast. That's the best way to do it. That's the best way to get a sketch out, is just go crazy, honestly. You just gotta be real loose. You can't really think about a sketch. I kind of do want to make him in a chair. I think that'd be cool. So let's do this. Like that. Like that. Man. Man spread, I guess. Wow, that's real man spread. Woo! Maybe not that much. I'm really excited, because Girl Stream Team played, the Mixed Feeling Elysium demo I made for them. They really liked it, and I was really afraid about Ezra in particular. Ezra's pretty brutal. She just tells it like it is. I was like, I don't know if she's gonna be super well received, but they liked her the most, and I was very happy about that. Apparently she's a super cathartic character. Cathartic character? Maybe that's the wrong word. I guess relatable would be more the word I'm looking for. But essentially, one of the first interactions you have with Ezra, she suggests meditation to help you regain your memory. Because that's like the premise of Mixed Feelings Elysium, which is really cliche, but that is the problem presented in the story, and each character has a thing that they offer as like, okay, maybe we can try this. So Ezra offers meditation, and your only options are both basically like telling her off, like, no, meditation doesn't work. And she calls you the fuck out for just immediately denying it. And she was like, do you normally do this? Do you normally just deny advice when people give it to you? And she just breaks you down perfectly. You heard about that? Sleet and Jax are amazing. I'm so happy that I got to play it on stream. I am as well. I'm glad it turned out good. I'm always so nervous when people like play my games. I'm always like, oh no, what if I messed up? And there were a few, like, there's a lot of like typos and stuff that I missed, which, like, when you're looking at that script over and over and over, you just glaze over the typos, so you know, it's bound to happen. But I'm real glad it turned out. Like, they seem to very, very much enjoy it. They loved all the character designs, and I was very happy about that. They were talking about doing like a double feature once the second game comes out, once this one comes out. Because they played like an hour of the first game, and very much enjoyed it, but never got to finish it. So it'd be really cool if they just played them back to back. It would also be really interesting to see how the pacing for the entire story goes. To see if how well received that would be. let me just say, it is really awesome to create a thing and have that thing be well received. Because it's always so nerve-wracking. That's always like the biggest worry I have when making, like, releasing a big project. Working on a big project for so long and then, like, being like, oh god, are people actually going to like this? Are people going to get the story? And when I released Mixed Feelings and more and more people were playing it and they got it, I was so happy. So I know some of my stuff can be pretty out there, but when people get the symbolism that I'm going for, when people get, like, the more obscure messages that I'm going for, I'm just like, oh, thank God. When people pick up on little tiny, like, foreshadowing things, some things I didn't even intend, but people make the connections, I'm just like, oh, it's the best. It's the best, honestly. Also, you know what? I should shout out. Yes. Love that game. Love that game, Games and Demos. Love that game. Very good. Very good. I don't know why I decided to sound like JFK. I don't know what that was about. Now I'm gonna be working on this Zale piece for like 2 months, just like I did with this Silas. Woof. Woof. Okay, where is this arm? This arm is here. Something I think about with all the Mixed Feelings characters. Or at least the second game. At least. I know for sure. Like, I'm just like default in my brain for like when I'm making a character is they are at least some version of queer. They are in the like LGBT community to some capacity. To what capacity? I'm never really 100% sure. Not always 100% sure, but I know each one of them. Like, I know Perry is like genderqueer or agender or something like that. I know Silas is trans femme. I know Kahira is lesbian. At least lesbian. Jeez. Why are you slamming the door? Why is the door slamming so loud? Hope to get back to indie game dev sometime. I'm working in AAA right now. Oh damn, and it's not creatively fulfilling in that way. It's not unusual to have a friend group that's all shades of queer. Exactly. I've had that criticism a lot with my art. Not my art, well, I mean, yes, my art, but my projects, my bigger projects, rather. Like, I've had a lot of webcomics, and I've had, like, back when I was a kid, I would do, like, fan fiction and stuff, and I always wrote all of my characters as super gay. So, I always had, like, some straight people being like, wow, why is everybody gay? And be like, because I am. Let me have these things. I don't know how to write straight people. This is my experience. I've just had people be like, not that many people are gay. This is unrealistic. And it's always like, dude, it is realistic to have groups of gay friends. It is realistic to have groups of queer friends. That is a thing. Thank you. That is an actual thing. And you can stop. Should... Okay, this might be... This might be spicy. I should do a time lapse. Yes. Okay. It's not too late for a time lapse. I have actually had like, and I don't blame them for it, but like, oh, back when I lived in California, I have had, well, like back when I was doing my webcomic, like the cast of characters was, everybody was queer to some degree. Even the cis man in the cast was probably bi-curious. And, somebody in earnest was like, well, you know, if you put more straight people in your comic, more people would read it because more people are straight. And I was like, please stop talking. Please stop talking to me. Please stop fucking talking. Like, I get what they were, like, they were genuinely trying to be like, stop. They were trying to be like, oh, if you want to be more successful, you need to make your thing more straight, which sounds even worse when I put it that way, actually. But like, that is like, I can't put into words how mad that made me, because like, there aren't enough stories that are just stories with like queer people in them. And to be like, oh, well, if you want this to be more successful, well, you gotta make it more straight, so more straight people can read it, because most people are straight, you know? And it's like, I don't care. Bruh, I don't care. I'm making this as gay as hell. Oh no. Oh no. Hello, Cass, and hello, Queen. You did walk in on something intense. I'm talking about how, like, I got a lot of criticism on my webcomic for having too many gay people. And somebody earnestly, like, actually told me, well, if you want it to be more successful, you should probably put more straight people, since more straight people can relate to straight people. Can straight people actually, like, not relate to queer people, like, in stories? It is a shit take. It is. It reminds me, the other day I saw this terrible, terrible take. And this is one of the many reasons that I am just, like, trying to take a break off of Twitter. Like, I'll still tweet my stupid shit that I always tweet, but I'm just not gonna scroll it because I'm so tired and things make me so mad. Chris Sanders, the director of Lilo and Stitch, apparently recently expressed his frustration with the success of Frozen being praised for putting sisterhood before romantic love, right? Because he did it first. He didn't do it first, but he did it before Frozen, and he didn't get quite the same success. And there were white people in the replies being like, that's because your characters were not relatable enough. They looked weird, and they didn't look like me. And Elsa Frozen and Anna Frozen look like me, so I was able to relate to them. So they were just saying they couldn't relate to it because they weren't white. And it's like, wow, you literally can't relate to people who aren't white? Are you serious? Insane. Insane. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Like, that's what that sort of, like, take reminds me of. Like, oh, straight people can't relate to gay people. They can't relate to their experiences, which, sure, there are plenty of experiences that queer people have, but this webcomic I was working on didn't have really many, like, explicitly queer experiences in it. It was just a bunch of people going on a crazy adventure Just like straight people would in any, like, big name movie, Hollywood movie. Oh my god, I related to Lilo so hard when I was a kid. I'm dead serious. Dude, the story of Lilo and Stitch was, like, too close to home to me. Too close to home. Like, I can't imagine not relating to that shit. It was a cute movie, and it was too relatable. It's so relatable. I've told my mom about, like, the story, and she's like, I'm not gonna watch that, that's too much. Oh my god, Lilo and Stitch had, like, so much depth. It had so much depth. They can't relate to non-white people, then wonder why non-white people might want characters that look like themselves too. Yeah! They're like, oh, shut up, you can't relate to white people? What's wrong with you? Oh, I can't relate to not white people. Shut up. Oh no, I feel like I would cry if I watched Lilo and Stitch now. When I was a kid, I was like, I had no emotions. Nothing made me cry. I'm just not putting a shirt under this button up. This is too thirsty. I'm making this too thirsty. I'm sorry. This Zale is too thirsty. Not Zale in particular, but this image. This is too much. I'm making this too spicy. Oh no, this is good. I'm just going with it. I'm going with it. I'm going for it. As Spike Ape Escape would say, I'm going for it. Okay. Not being able to relate to a certain facet of someone's being does not make their character a totally alien concept, and I feel like people just use that as an excuse. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't know what came over me. I just really wanted to draw open button up Zale, I guess. Man-spreading Zale at that. What the fuck is wrong with me today? This just got, like, too spicy. Not safe for Twitch. Damn. Okay. I'll work better on that. Oh man. Sometimes it's what the world needs. Sometimes... What does this happen to me? I'm not even, like, a thirsty person. This never... Like, I'm not... That doesn't happen. It's just not a thing. Ace Pride. Happy Pride, everybody. Let's just put a frickin' belt on you. Keep your pants on. And, where's that reference I was looking at? There it is. Okay. We gotta get the folds of this. There's, like, all these, and, get that crotchal region. Sorry. This is not a not safe for work stream at all. Maybe slight spice, that's why we're 16 plus in here, but, you know. There's nothing showing. We're good. We're good, we're safe. That's the Sealers. Kind of want to know y'all's 2 cents on, so I'm writing a book and I wanted a lot of the heroes to be black or Hispanic because it's underrepresented. I had someone get mad at me for this because I apparently can't write about their experiences, but it's not like I am doing a history book. This is literally fantasy. I've even consulted and researched a lot, so I'm not writing something unrealistic. This is always like a difficult topic to like talk about. I think it's fine for, like, personally, and this is me speaking as a white person. I know I look like a cat, but in this dimension, I am white as fuck. I think, personally, it's okay for white people to have characters that are not white. I think that's fine. However, it gets into, like, I think it gets into dangerous territory when they try to, like, write too much about, like, the like the culture. Like, and stuff, because I have seen like really bad a white person writing a Hispanic character and overdoing the like la chancla and shit, like that kind of shit. Like if a white person is going to go like super deep into the culture of a character that is not white, I feel like they should at the very least have friends and or like co-workers helping them and putting their 2 cents in and being like, don't do that. So these white people writing non-white characters don't accidentally write a walking stereotype is what I think. Yeah, I am an actual cat. It's true. I just had to put that out there that I am white as fuck, and I don't want to be speaking for any like POC. That is my opinion as a white person. While I do understand that I won't fully understand their experiences, I'd still like to include representation. Yeah, that's important. I think it's important to like when you are trying to like have representation in your writing and your creations and stuff, to not think of it like the like a checkbox. Like, you know, with Blizzard, Activision Blizzard and their diversity meter bullshit that they did. Don't think of it like that. Like, don't. I have shared like a while ago, I won't go over it again, that I used to have that brain. I used to think like that. Don't do that. I had a character who was Colombian because I had a lot of Colombian friends, and I wanted a character that I wanted a character that acted like a specific friend that I had, and he already this character already acted like this friend that I met already reminded me so much of that character, and that's why I ended up making that character Colombian. And I feel like stuff like that makes sense to me. Like, but being like, this cast doesn't have this race of character. Maybe I should put this race of character in here and just do that. And it's just like a color palette thing. It's not like, oh, I want to make this character representing like this actual culture. No. It's a very difficult like thing to navigate. I don't think it's a crime to involve them in stories. Obviously, there are things that white people won't ever know culturally, no matter how much research you do. Can't really replicate that, but also, yeah, so long as the stories aren't like, this is the POC experience sort of thing, but having them in the world is good, because, like, if you only write about your own experience, shit's boring, etc., etc. Exactly, yeah. Oh, hello, Redline, and hello, King. Hello. Oh, yeah. Oh my god, I'm so... Ooh, I'm so excited about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, because I know for a fact we're gonna go to Cosmo Canyon, and I'm gonna yell, I'm gonna scream the entire time, because Bugenhagen's gonna be there, and I'm gonna shit. I'm not actually gonna shit. That's just a new thing I've been saying lately. Woo! Queen Snarf, thank you for the gift sub. Enjoy your sub, Redline. Enjoy those emotes. Can't fucking wait. God, I love Red 13 so much, and I hope they expand on his character. I love Nanki. I love Nanaki. I love him so much. Oh, I loved him so much in Remake too. Oh, my cat dog son. Oh my god, I love him. Curious what they're gonna do with Cosmo Canyon. Yeah, it was a pretty huge... There's a lot of moments in the original Final Fantasy VII because of the limitations of, like, the PS1. There was a lot of arcs in the game that were just essentially exposition dumps. If you think about, like, Corel, with Barrett and, Dyne, That was a huge exposition dump too. And the whole thing with Sid and Shara, that was another big exposition dump. Of course, they expanded on it just a little bit when you revisit the huge materia stuff and you go into space. I guess Final Fantasy VII spoilers, I'm sorry. They're not too bad though. Have I played Remake at all? Oh god, yes. I only played it once and I need to play it again, honestly. I loved it so much. I had my brother do the whole bullshit and call me and be like, hey, you're gonna hate the ending, and I almost killed him. I almost killed him. I was like, don't fucking spoil it, brother. Don't you dare! Can't wait to see the performance out of Barrett when he confronts Dyne. Oh my god, I really hope they, cause like I said, it was pretty, like, in the original, I feel like it was kind of just out of nowhere exposition dump, but I feel like with Rebirth, which I'm sure that's gonna be in Rebirth, it's gonna be approached a lot better. There was a lot of stuff in Remake that they approached at a different angle, and I feel like it made it a lot better. And there was at least one thing in Remake that kind of pissed me off how they handled it, but I kind of get what that hand sucks. Okay, I'm gonna make a note right there. Fix this hand. But oh man, you've unlocked it. You've unlocked the special interest. Oh, Wall Market? I enjoyed Wall Market when I first played Final Fantasy VII Original. It definitely was. It has not aged well. Absolutely. I still like think it's fun, but it's mostly like a nostalgia thing. Hey, Potrare, thank you for the water. I have so many drinks. What do I actually drink? Just water. Fingerts. Hey, Val. What's up? Oh, I played Remake on easy because I'm a wiener and I only wanted story. I only wanted the story. I don't have tea. I have coffee and I have Wondermelon. It's a drink made of watermelon. Yeah, you know, I am of the opinion I really like games that are just movies or books. I really like games that are just stories. If you think about it, my favorite games are Final Fantasy VII and Silent Hill. Just all. And the reason I like Silent Hill is the story. This is a threat. Everybody drink water. Oh yeah, I love Metal Gear. People will be like, oh, just make a movie. And I'm like, no, listen. A game keeps my attention way better than a movie. I can't describe it. Because I get to press buttons while the movie is happening. It's different. Okay, what kind of face should this guy be making? I gotta show the shark teeth. Oh no! I haven't been paying attention to my timer. Well, we've made some progress with this kind of spicy Zale. So I'm gonna save this and into my art folder. There we go. Games are a great medium for telling stories. Exactly. Like, it doesn't need... I mean, I'm speaking as somebody who's making a visual novel. Which is essentially... It's just pictures and words. But you can make those pictures and words do cool things to make the story more engaging. Difference is you're playing a role, you're there. A movie you can just watch, and that's boring. Exactly! Exactly! Okay, let's close all these. We don't need these fashion mans. What we need now is background. And I can change what we're working on. And stuff. Images. Where are you? Where is it? I have not gotten any progress done since the last stream. So, we're continuing where we left off. Great. Great. So, let me actually like turn up my alarm so I can actually hear when my thing is like, stop, work on the next thing. Memories in Lost Odyssey, which is all done through text. When you think about it, the most emotional part in Silent Hill 2 is the letter at the end. And that's just words scrolling up the screen with voice acting done to it. With, like, scenery in the background. Like, shit is powerful. You don't have to be playing the game, like, in the moment that, like, story stuff is happening. God. Have I played Evil Within? I almost said Weevil Within. The Weevil Within. I have not. I played a demo and I thought it seemed interesting and I never actually played it for some reason. I'm gonna drink my coffee. There's so much you can do with games and gameplay, and I feel like the original Final Fantasy VII kind of like was the start of a lot of that, like storytelling in games. Oh, I'm trying to think of things I can talk about without like spoiling the game. Oh gosh. Okay. Clearly there are Final Fantasy VII fans in the chat. So you'll know what I'm talking about when I say the part where you play as Little Cloud. And every button that you press just makes you go, stop! What are you doing? Stop! That shit. That is like one thing in games that's stuck with me forever. God, that fucked me up. That's one of my favorite things that's ever happened in a game. I remember my heart sank when like a certain notification came up. I went, no! The Final Fantasy VII is one game that really deserves one. Oh yeah, and I'm really glad like with like what they're doing with it. No spoilers, obviously. I like that Kitase has said, we are not leaving anything from the original out. We're not doing that. And as they showed in, you know, the remake, the first one, part 1, they aren't. They're not leaving anything out. They're just approaching things a little bit differently to make it like more modern. Which is great, because like that makes things for like old fans new and exciting. And that makes things for like people who've never played the original, it makes it still like enjoyable. It's a whole new way to experience Final Fantasy VII, and I'm pretty jazzed about it, honestly. Final Fantasy VII Remake was crafted with love, but also fear. I don't know if it was fear. I think it was mostly love. From what I know, the original like writers and producers of the original one, like Nomura, Kitase, I forget everybody's name. Basically what they did is they all sat around and they went, we're getting old. If we want to do this, we should do it now. And so that's what made them want to do it. Because they were saying for years, no, we're never going to do that. That would take so long. And they're right, it will. But I think it'll be worth it, and I think the way they're approaching it is really good. I don't know, if it was something made with fear, I think the end of Remake would have gone a lot differently. I think the game in general would be a more 1-1 remake if they made it with fear. And I would not have enjoyed that as much as I enjoy what they did with remake. Even most of the random NPCs from the original appear in the remake. Yes, like Johnny. I can't believe they made like Johnny an actual character. He was like not like much of a character. They made him like an actual character, and I was like, oh my god. And he was voiced by freaking Yuri Lowenthal. I was like, holy shit, this is great. Oh fuck. This is gonna be a whole stream. I'm just gonna be talking about Final Fantasy VII. I'm so glad we have fans in the chat of FF7 because holy fuck, I love that game. Was never huge into the other Final Fantasy games. Other than 10, I really love 10. Not as much as 7. I think it is a personally, I think it's more put together than 7. But oh god, 7 was just my childhood. I think fear was in there too. So easy to screw up a perfect thing. Backlash from the community would have been devastating. Oh yeah, I've already known people who were pissed off about remake that never finished it. They were like, I mean, there are the people that heard that it wasn't going to be turn-based combat and they didn't play it. And that's stupid. Like, what is wrong with you, honestly? That's so fucking stupid. Turn-based combat doesn't work as well in modern games. I mean, even Pokemon, it's still turn-based, but they're like deviating a little bit away from like mostly turn-based combat. In Legends Arceus, it's still turn-based, but you can run around during the turn-based stuff. Devs are realizing turn-based is aged. And then there were the people that heard, oh, remake is just gonna be Midgar, and it's gonna be 35 hours. And they were like, no, I'm out. Which I didn't have that reaction, but I was like, how are they gonna do that? And I feel like they did add a little bit too much padding. There were definitely moments where I was like, yeesh, this is just padding. I just want to get to the next part because my brain is so hardwired to like the pacing of the original that I'd get to like Aerith and be like, okay, I'm gonna stop playing once I get to Sector 6? I don't know. I'm gonna stop playing when I get to Wall Market. In the original, that was maybe like an hour. In the new one, it was maybe like 6 hours. So I was like, uh-oh. Added a bunch of side quests, and nobody likes side quests. I like side quests. I don't know what my deal is. Also, hello, Bricklebork. I'm late. Meek is the other, is trying to teach him how to be tough. Not only do these guards appear in the remake, they actually kind of play a role in the story now. Yeah! Wouldn't fit as well with the direction they wanted to go for the remake. Yeah, the combat in the remake is actually really good. I'm gonna take a sip. Hang on. Robbing Jesse's dad mission. I love how they fleshed out Avalanche more. I love that. And so it like the plate incident, the plate stuff was more powerful because of that. I'm doing my best, man. Side quests are great breaks in between plot points, plus all the cool stuff you can get. Yeah, and also side quests can be like, I don't know, it can really like add to the world building, in my opinion. Like, if you just want to escape into like this world, then like that's the perfect way to do it, is through like NPCs and side quests. I also really enjoyed side quests in games like Horizon. Oh my god, yeah, Wedge loving cats was the cutest thing ever. He had so many cats. Oh my god, I love Wedge so much. And they made Wedge more than just like, in the original Wedge was just, oh, I'm a funny fat guy who likes to eat, and that's great, whatever. But then they were like, nah, Wedge is way more, has way more dimensions than just that. He loves cats. I love how he calls Cloud bro, and Cloud is like, I'm not your bro. Oh my god, all the character interactions were so good. Biggest name actor in the game? For real? For real? Who was it? I don't even know. I know Cloud's voice actor. It was not even a voice actor. He's just like, he's just an actor in like Teen Wolf or something. Just nuts to me. He was really good. I think all of them were really good. I forget his name. Hey, Cortana. Fuck you, Cortana. Fuck you. Okay. I would derail and just go and bring up a tab, but I want to focus. I want to focus as much as I can. Can I? Okay. While we're on the subject of Final Fantasy VII Remake, I really need to get my Matt Jones. That is a very recognizable name. Wonder if we'll still go to Fort Condor now that it's just a board game. You know what? You know what? I rewatched the scene at the end of the Yuffie DLC that I forget the name of. I rewatched that scene where they were walking to Calm, right? They show the condor flying off in the sky, and I never realized that. That's the Fort Condor condor. So I think we're gonna go to Fort Condor. I think we're gonna do that. I wouldn't be opposed to them skipping over Fort Condor, but Katase has been like pretty adamant that they're not leaving anything out. Which I think is where the fear comes back. You're right, they do. Yeah. I don't know why I didn't realize that the first time I watched it. That's obviously the condor. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. It's a long way off, and I'm gonna need a goddamn PS5 for it, but you know, fuck. Fuck. Sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's just like that. At least there's backwards compatibility with the PS5. At least. The thing that pisses me off about it being a PS5 exclusive, if they're gonna stick with that, is I got a PS4 specifically for Final Fantasy VII Remake. Okay, so Maximilian dude, who's like big Final Fantasy VII dude, he's been theory crafting and stuff. He makes a very excellent point about Rebirth and the last of the trilogy. And his point he brings up is Remake technically only took like 2.5 years to make. When you consider that the first, like, they first announced it was being made in 2015 and it didn't come out till 2020. Well, the thing is 2.5 years into production of Remake, they scrapped everything and started over. So they were able to make that whole goddamn game in 2.5 years. They probably had a lot of assets already made, so they just reused them, but they're gonna tie the Crisis Core stuff back into the main story of Rebirth. I think that's exactly what they're doing. I think that's exactly what they're doing and why they're doing it. Personally, I wasn't a huge fan of Crisis Core. I liked Zack in it. Zack was great. I didn't like anybody else. Angeal was boring. Genesis was annoying. Sephiroth, it was cool to see like some development with Sephiroth. And I don't know, all the other freaking characters they added, like Cisne and Lazard. I don't fucking know. Lazard. The other dude, Hollander. I don't know. All those people that they added, they were incredibly immediately forgettable. Like, even Angeal, and I'm like, but I am anticipating an alternate ending to Crisis Core, or an after credits ending that ties everything into Rebirth, and that'll be super interesting. We learned what hair products Sephiroth uses. This is important character development. Also, fuck, Baby Cloud in Crisis Core was my favorite part of Crisis Core. I loved Baby Cloud. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I love this scene with me going gaga so much. It's such a great scene, honestly. It's so awkward, but it's so good. God damn. Oh my god, I'm so excited, y'all. Wait, god. Ever Crisis. Ever Crisis is the, like, more 1-1, like, remake of Final Fantasy VII, right? It's like, isn't it like a mobile game? Boo! I'm sorry, I'm like info dumping about Final Fantasy VII. This is how viewership goes down. Nah. Nah, I will not apologize. I love Final Fantasy VII. I will yell about it all I want. But anybody who's, like, not into Final Fantasy VII is probably like, what the fuck is going on right now? Phone game with outfits you can buy. Oh boy! Oh boy! Do not apologize. I rescind my apology. No more apologies. Only yelling about Final Fantasy VII. I know my aesthetic and my brand is all like Silent Hill, but the true thing that invades my brain most of the time is Final Fantasy VII. I need you all to know this. More into Kingdom Hearts than FF7. Why? Why would you do that to yourself? I'm just kidding, Bricklebork. You can like whatever you like. Like I said, Final Fantasy VII is the only one I'm actually, like, super into. I tried to get into 8. I tried to get into 9. I just couldn't. Eight in particular, like, all the characters are, like, high schoolers, so I was like, eh. I don't know why 9 doesn't appeal to me. The art is gorgeous. The graphics, I still, like, all the backdrops are so fucking pretty. I just don't, I don't know. The story didn't grab me. Any chance they'll stream Dirge someday? I mean, I don't know if anybody would enjoy that, including myself. I've never played Dirge of Cerberus. Dude, no. Final Fantasy IX has a really good aesthetic. It's great, and that's why I wanted to get into it, but god damn it. I don't know. The story just... ugh. Also, like, everybody's like, oh, I love the characters, and I don't know why none of the characters appeal to me, other than Vivi. I did like Vivi. Zidane was just, like, a unlikable womanizer character to me, and Garnet was just kind of boring, and Steiner, whatever, it was also pretty boring. And Quina was annoying, and Eiko was also annoying, and Freya was cool, but that's about it. I'm sorry for hating on your game. Maybe I should stream it someday, and maybe I'll enjoy it more. One of my favorite characters is Steiner, but he fucking sucks at the beginning. Oh. I imagine. Oh wait, who is... Beatrice was the... She was pretty cool. I liked her. Kuja! Kujo is fucking awesome. And that's why I wanted to continue playing the game. Kujo is awesome. Vivi's great. Vivi's character design is just Black Mage from like the first Final Fantasy, I think. But Dipper. Now that we're listening to Silent Hill music. Kuja has a really good character design. They all do, honestly. They all do. I don't know. I feel like some part of the reason that Final Fantasy IX never like grew on me is I knew somebody who sucked. I knew someone who sucked who like swore by Final Fantasy IX, and that's not to say that everybody is into Final Fantasy IX also sucks, but every time I would play it, I would just be like, ugh, thinking of that person, being like, I swear to God, 9 is the best one, shut up about 7. 7 is absolutely overrated, but I love it anyway. I love it anyway. Yeah. Knowing somebody who's just really adamantly into a game to the point of like shooting down your own interests, can really make you not like a game. Honestly, this same person was really into Silent Hill 4, and that's one of the reasons I never got around to playing Silent Hill 4 until last year. So I'm really glad I actually like enjoy Silent Hill 4 now. Yeah, no, cringe is dead. Cringe is dead. You can like overrated things. You can like overrated things, and I like many overrated things, like Silent Hill, and like Final Fantasy VII. I love them both a lot, for different reasons. I also really like Pokemon, which is incredibly overrated. But I love it. I love, you can love things that a lot of people love. I don't know why that's always been like a human thing. Why is that such a human thing? Like, why do people decide, oh, everyone likes this now, now it sucks? Like, that happened with Undertale. That happened with Among Us. Legends of Arceus will be hype. I plan on playing that. Maybe at the end of July? Maybe. Maybe at the start? I don't know. Things are sort of in flux right now. I will figure out what my next week's schedule is gonna be pretty soon though. Yeah, I did hear there's a Silent Hill 4 speedrun happening. Hello, Q. Mainstream stuff can often be watered down to appeal to the masses. Yeah. That is definitely a reason that a lot of people will like stop liking a thing. Like the MCU. That is a totally valid thing to not be into. Because yeah, the MCU is like super formulaic, and after a while it's just become really watered down and boring in the same old thing every time, because they figured out what works, and it works every time. So that's a valid thing. There's plenty of valid things to not be into because they're too popular, because they're there to appeal to the masses. But things like Undertale, things like Among Us, those things were not made for the general public. Welcome, actually, Bones! Welcome! We're talking about cringe. Hello, Raiders. Welcome to my stream. I am currently stretching my wrist before continuing. But if you want to check out this background I'm doing... Oh! I forgot to change this! Mixed feelings. Glad you guys showed up so I can do this. Background. This is a background for my visual novel. for my sequel to Mixed Feelings. Keep talking about cringe. That's perfect. No, we're talking about how cringe is like dead, and it's like stupid how people will stop being interested in something if it gets too popular. So things like Undertale, things like Among Us, people will stop being interested in them because people get too into them, and like now it's cringe to like Sans Undertale. No, it's not. He's a cool skeleton, and you can like him and think he's cool. It's fine. Not necessarily anything wrong with liking something designed to appeal to the masses, because like it's meant to appeal to people you know, so it kind of figures. That's a good point. Undertale fan base that will get mad at you if you don't do pacifist run. Oh yes! Oh yes! I made a video on that. Not specifically that, but I brought that up. Oh man, someday I will make video essays again, but I don't have time. Time is not a thing I have. I do too many things. Oh, that feel. I love Sand Undertale. What a great man. Oh man. You can like cringe, it's fine. I like Among Us. Personally, I'm not a huge fan of playing Among Us, mostly because it's just so hard to get so many people together to make the game fun. And also, I hate being the imposter. I hate being the imposter. It gives me so much anxiety. I would much prefer just walk around doing my tasks. And that's all I want to do in Among Us. It's fun. New Undertale. New Undertale? You mean Deltarune? What are we talking about? AAA to be a space where it's much harder to be creative than indie games. Yeah. Yeah. I imagine with like big game projects too, where multiple people are working on stuff and you're just sort of like working in a department and given a task, and it's like, do this instead of, you know, make something up for us. That can be like very creatively like stifling. Oh yeah, Necrodancer. We jam. We jam in here. They just don't want to be. They want the guaranteed money. Yeah. But also just in general, working on a big project with a lot of people, that's gonna be very creatively like stifling. And also just like being employed by like in like the creative industry in general. Like for example, when like even things like face paint, because I used to be a face painter, as most people in the chat probably know. Even with things like face paint, we had specific designs that we had to stick to. We couldn't deviate from the designs. We couldn't be creative. We had to be a copy machine, basically, for face paint. We had to look at the sign and do it exactly like the sign. It was not a creative job. It was you just did what you were supposed to do. And a lot of creative jobs are unfortunately like that. Like big companies, not even big companies, like paint and sip places that aren't even big companies also do the same sort of shit. Where you just have to look, you have to take a painting and you gotta teach that painting as it looks. So, you know, that wasn't a very like creative job either. The only like place, like not the only, but really like the biggest place that you're ever going to be able to flex your creative muscles are going to be in like concept stuff, and like indie stuff, like Janie was saying. Art becomes more of a craft in super commercial spaces, I think. Like you have specifications and you've got to fill things out to meet them. Yes, exactly. I am glad, I am lucky that my first job was an art job, because it made me realize right away working for someone in an art job is not for me. My first few jobs were art jobs. I mean, other than that, I worked in retail. And in a lot of ways, I actually preferred retail, surprisingly. Oh yeah, that paint tool. Dipper. Dipper. No, I don't want that. Felt that? Oh. Oh. I didn't mind retail that much. You love this setting? Thank you. I'm just trying to get like the block colors down, and then I could figure out like more effects and stuff. This is like my third stream working on this freaking background. I want to get more progress done. Maybe if I do it darker. Darker. Whoa, here we go. More depth. Oh, retail, yeah. Looking down at a tablet constantly is bad. You tell me who's looking down at a tablet right now. It's true, yeah. It'll hurt your neck. That's why you gotta stretch. One of your OCs owns a karaoke bar. Maybe I'm gonna have like some cameos that I can put in the rest of this game. I have a few more that I know are a thing. Maybe you can submit your character. Maybe. Once I open that again. It's gonna be a while. Because it's slow going right now. I don't know. I'm so slow. I'm so slow working on this right now. Whoa, stretch! Hold on. Oh! I love to work retail and not make any money. Nah. I got a laptop stand for my tablet. It's helped my back a ton. Nice. Not into working under others art-wise. Makes it more of a chore than a joy. A joy. Yes, no, send me your character. I just want to see. You can post it in the Discord or you just DM me. Either way, I would love to see. Personally, I think there's plenty of room for creativity when doing like commission work, especially when people are wanting to work with you on doing like a character design. There's plenty of room for creativity with stuff like that, and you're like technically still working for people, but I like to look at it as more like working with people, you know? It's definitely what it is. A Piblis. Game weapon keys on it. Oh my god. Oh. Oh, I wanna play Destiny now. I wanna like, part of me wants to stream more Destiny, but I'm also like not good at Destiny, and I think it'd be boring. Cause most of what I do in Destiny is like, I just like to grind. I like to pick up a bunch of bounties, and I just like to go shoot. And that's what I like to do in Destiny. You post your character in the Discord. I'm gonna look at it right now, because we're just chilling right now. So, you know. Whoa! Oh, yeah, I remember you shared her before. Oh my god, yeah. Yes. Also married to a dragon wife. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Oh, that's the stuff, man. Epiblis. I might make these like neon signs. Might not. I'll make this one for sure, the Howling Out, because it's like based off of Heaven's Night. So, you know, that'd be appropriate. awesome. Awesome! I gotta do a lot of light stuff in this background. Oh. I love this derpther. Derpther! Oh man. I like too many video games. I have a problem. Oh, speaking of too many video games. Indie Wednesday is next stream, baby. And I'm gonna be playing 4 games, not all the way through. It's gonna be like a sample pack kind of deal. There's this game, this indie horror game coming out that is heavily inspired by Silent Hill 4. And since we just played that, I thought it would be appropriate to open the stream with that. It's called Post Trauma. If you follow them on Twitter, their Twitter is just Post Trauma game. All one word. And I don't know, it looks really cool. I played a little bit of the demo. It's about like a 20-30 minute demo. And I'm pretty stoked. Not gonna lie. It looks very fun. It looks very cool. And I know Jordan, I don't know if Jordan's here in the chat. I know they recommended, after they played Who's Lila, they were like, hey, there is this really weird horror Tamagotchi inspired game called Growing My Grandpa. I think you should check it out. I think you would like it. It's really weird. And I was like, oh hell yeah, that sounds really freaky. I'm gonna go check that out. And I did, and I was like, wow, this looks disturbing. Time to play it for stream. Time to play it for stream! I don't know how, like, it's probably gonna be real weird. It's probably gonna be real freaky. So I'm gonna play a little bit of those. And, 2 more games that are a little longer, so I'm gonna do an hour each for them. One of them is Cry of Fear, which I found out about because Erdorf, who's the dev of the Faith trilogy, which the 3rd game still hasn't come out, but I'm definitely gonna play that when it comes out. I'm so excited. Posted about it the other day and said it's one of their favorites, like favorite horror games. So I was like, oh, that looks cool as fuck. So I'm gonna play a little bit of Cry of Fear, and then I'm gonna wrap up the stream with Lost in Vivo. My friend Thibby has been trying to get me to play Lost in Vivo for like a year because it is heavily inspired by Silent Hill. So I feel like it's only appropriate to at least play a little bit of it for stream. I'm probably gonna play the rest of it on my own time, but you know. Saw someone play a game called Bad End Theater that looks interesting. What? What? That sounds cool. What is that? Bad End Theater. Well, yeah, we're gonna have a big old grab bag stream for Indie Wednesday. I'm pretty excited. Really wanted to do indie games inspired by Silent Hill because I want to make a point. We should just start supporting indie devs that are inspired by Silent Hill. Like, we should stop hoping for more Silent Hill games, and we should start like just supporting the devs who are continuing the legacy of psychological horror in games. That's what we gotta do. Like, we gotta stop. We gotta stop being like, oh, this game is actually secretly a Silent Hill game. No, we gotta fucking stop. No more. I'm sick of it. I'm so sick of it. There are plenty of indie horror games that are real and out there that are better and as good as Silent Hill. Yes. I want to make a point. I love Silent Hill, and it would be really cool if there was a new one, but I'm tired. We don't need to revive this series. I'm just saying, hello Kaneko. We need to start appreciating the legacy that it left behind. Hey, random Silent Hill trivia. Oh my god, I just played all 4 games and I don't have anything for you. Hold on. Hold on. I'm going into my mind palace of Silent Hill trivia. You caught me at a bad time. My brain has been mostly Final Fantasy VII today. Hang on. No, we're thinking. Listen. No. I can't do it completely on demand. I need to think about it. I need to think about it. Oh, something I never brought up in Silent Hill 3 stream is Heather originally was going to have long, flowy hair, just like Alessa, because, I mean, it's Alessa. Alessa has long, flowy hair, right? And it's gonna have, like, a lot of curls and stuff in it. Heather, modern design Heather, or final design Heather, she does have some curls in her hair, but it's shorter. One, because they figure that would be easier to manage in a scary hellscape world, and 2, it would be easier to render with the PS2. Because having long, flowing, curly hair, or not exactly curly, but with some curls in it, would be incredibly hard to render for the PS2. Top tier trivia? I'm glad you thought that was top tier trivia. I thought it was kind of boring, but you know, I am full of it. Full of trivia and full of shit! No. No. Let's see. I'm gonna drink a little bit more coffee. And then I'm also just thinking about what to do here. Now that we have the colors all blocked out, we gotta think about other things. Like shading. There's a lot to do. There's a lot to do. You are so full from Silent Hill trivia. I sure did share a lot yesterday, didn't I? I think I know the most about Silent Hill 4. All trivia is worthless by virtue of being trivia, therefore the more obscure the better. Yeah, true. I love being full of useless information. Ooh. I love it. Anyway, how's this floor doing? How's this floor doing? I like this floor. I like this Golden Sun music. I've talked about streaming Golden Sun a few times. That's kind of a slightly obscure Game Boy Advance game. But I thought it was pretty fun. I wouldn't say the story was particularly interesting, but it had really interesting gameplay. Very cliche premise, where there were magical beings who could become adepts of certain elements, but they named them as planets instead. So it was Jupiter was wind, Mercury was water, Venus was earth, and oops, I forgot to color the wet floor side. Golden Sun, the guy with the big green hand? Isaac from Golden Sun is a assist trophy in the newest Smash, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if he has a green hand. I don't think that's a thing. Hang on. I need to find a picture of Isaac Golden Sun. Isaac Golden Sun assist trophy. The guy. Oh, he does have a green hand! Oh, that makes sense now. Okay. Yes, that is him. Oh. Okay. The reason that's a thing is because there are synergists, is what they're called, and they can use, like, telekinetic powers. And, the way that works in the games like Overworld is there will be puzzles where you have to move, like, boulders and stuff that are just out of reach. So a big hand comes out, and it moves it. Happy Stitch Day. It's Stitch Day? There's a Stitch Day? Hi, Majora. Happy Stitch Day, I guess. You know what? This is a bar and there's no fucking drinks back here. What is... What? What? Okay, let's amend this. I could do something. Like the suggestion of drinks. The suggestion of drinks. May I suggest one of our fine tonics? Oh, it's 626. I get it. I get it. Gotta bounce. Keep working on my painting, but this is coming along so well. Thank you. Jazzy 90s mouthwash cups. Oh my god. Thank you. Have a good day. Thanks for stopping by, Cass. Oh. Oh, my eye is twitching. That ain't good. Why are you doing that, eye? Stop twitching. Badness. The badness is seeping in. Oh, you know what? You know what? I can just do a whole thing. Like this. Like this. Cool. Water! Oh, thank you. Maybe that'll help my eye twitching randomly. You know what it is. Staying up late. There's that monkey. Oh, that monkey on the emote wall reminded me of something. I was going through, just like skipping through the Silent Hill 4 stream from yesterday. The VOD. And just finding like stuff to clip and stuff. Because there was a lot. There was a lot. There was one point an emote showed up on the emote wall. It was just a dog. And nobody had posted that in the chat. And I was like, where the fuck did this dog come from? And it's probably the scariest thing that happened during stream yesterday. The ghost posted the dog on my emote wall. One of them. Honestly, if I didn't have a time limit for stream yesterday, I would have played through that whole goddamn game. I would have played through that whole goddamn game 15 hours straight. I was having such a good time. It's crazy to me that I think it was Janie who was saying that it was like the best Silent Hill so far. Because we didn't even get started. Everybody always says Silent Hill 4 doesn't even get good until halfway through. Not always. But the halfway point for Silent Hill 4, it gets fucked up. Yeah, that was you, Janie? Okay, cool. I don't want to get names mixed up. I can do it. I can do that. But like, it's crazy to me that you are already like so sold by the game, because halfway through the game, not to spoil anything, I don't know if I'm going to be continuing playing it, so I can intrigue you a little bit more with this little tidbit of information. I already mentioned that the rest of the game becomes an escort mission, which kind of sucks, but it's kind of interesting anyway. But also, so you know how your house, your apartment, it does have like gradual changes in the first half of the game. Is like your safe house. I kept going back to heal, right? Halfway through the game, after the hospital, you return to your apartment and your ceiling fan drops and crashes into your coffee table. So your apartment starts to deteriorate as the rest of the game continues. And Henry returns to his apartment after the hospital and is like, oh god, there is like an offensive presence here. I don't feel safe anymore. And just that line of dialogue is enough to make you go, oh. And what that means is you no longer heal in your apartment. It stops. You can no longer heal. On top of that, there's a fun new feature in the game called hauntings. Little things in your apartment get haunted, and they hurt you when you get near them, including things near your chest, like where you put items, and things near your save point. They can kill you now. Your apartment can kill you. And that is probably the most, 1, annoying, and 2, scariest part of Silent Hill 4. Is your save room becomes malevolent. And that is why, like, I was saying, like, oh, no, halfway through the game, it really picks up, because it becomes just chaos. Because of that, because of the escort mission, and because not only are there the pursuer enemies, the victims, the ghosts that go after you, there's another character that is constantly after you, kind of Mr. X style, through all of the rest of the game. Actually, no, there are 5. There are 5. I won't spoil it in case you guys want to, like, watch the rest of the game. I won't spoil that aspect. I won't say any of, like, the hauntings that happen. But I just want you all to know, we were just at the tip of the iceberg. I absolutely love game environments that change over time. That's one of my favorite things in games, right? I love that shit. It's very effective for horror too. Like the whole idea of Silent Hill 4 is absolutely incredible and terrifying, and I love it. 4 is probably the most interesting, I think. I think it's very entertaining, honestly. I remember even when I was, like, terrified of it as a kid, I just wanted to know more constantly. I was so intrigued by the story. I was like, I just want to know more. I just want to know what's happening. I'll tell you about one haunting. That was so scary that it made my friend stop playing. So I will retell you this story he told me. So he played this game when he was like, a teenager, and didn't know about the second half of the game, and at all whatsoever. And so he gets a haunting that appears right next to your bed, in particular in your closet. And so he hears the thing in his closet, and he starts seeing his health go down and hears the noise of being damaged. And he's just like, oh my god, what's happening? And then he turns and he sees it in his closet. And he's just like, I'm done, and he turned it off. Which I don't blame him. That's one of the ones that scared the shit out of me as a kid too. It's could do without it. Even when I played it last year, I saw the haunting in the closet and I went, nope, I'm fucking done. I had to get rid of it. Because there are ways to get rid of it. There are items that you have to put next to them to get rid of them. All I want in life is a remake of Silent Hill 4. All I want. That's all I want. There are little to no jump scares. Yeah, there's no, like, jump, like, Silent Hill 3 had a jump scare, right? It had what's it called? Danny. It had Danny in the haunted house. And Danny, whatever, he'll make you jump. That's fine. And Silent Hill 2 had the bathroom jump scare, which is completely missable. You saw how many times I had to knock on that door to get that jump scare to trigger. So, like, there are some jump scares in Silent Hill, and most of them, it's like you're in a quiet room, you get an item, and then you hear something like knock over, or you hear glass break. Weirdly enough, I think out of all the Silent Hills I played this month, the first game made me jump the most. And I've played that one the most. It always makes me jump so much. There's just so many, like, noises that make me jump. It's great. I love the first one. I love them all. But, man, ugh. I love horror. I'm not a fan of horror that, like, leans way too hard into jump scares, and that's the only thing it's got going for it. Concept of Henry's safe home slowly becoming more and more unsettling until it straight up starts trying to kill him is so cool. Right? It's so fucking cool. It's so fucking cool. I'm gonna zoom out just a bit so you can see progress as I stretch. It's such an effective, like, horror thing, and that's why this game scared me so much as a kid. One of the reasons being the apartment that my dad was living in, which is where I was watching, like I was watching this in his apartment. The apartment layout was the same. So seeing, like, all these hauntings and creepy things happening in the apartment in the game just made me really freaked out. Silent Hill 4 has an art style surprisingly in line with modern game design, right? Right? I don't remember who it was in the chat that, like, asked if it was a PS1 or a PS2 game, and then, like, also added, like, or is it just really retro? And I was like, I don't know what that means, but I've always thought 4 kind of looked super modern. Like, I always thought 4 looked kind of like a PS3 game. I always thought the graphics were pretty good for the time. Not a huge fan of most of the popular horror games nowadays. Not into FNAF, no, me neither. Not into Poppy's Playtime. I watched the first chapter of Poppy's Playtime, it seemed pretty cool. Not into Bendy, yeah, I couldn't get into Bendy either. Poppy's Playtime, personally, like, I watched Vinny play it. It seemed pretty cool. It had some good mechanics, good ideas, and the way that the creature, La Criatura, moved was really good. And the scene at the end where you have to, like, crawl through the vent, like, getting chased by it, pretty cool. Terrifying, but, like, I'm not a fan of, like, things jumping in your face and screaming. I can do with a little bit of jump scarage, because I played Resident Evil has a lot of jump scares, but not, like, in your face jump scares, so I can deal with it. Gotta hop off. Everyone have a good rest of stream. You have a good stream, King. If you're still going by the time I'm done with this, I'm probably gonna go raid you. You have 2 B's in your name. I will remember that, so we don't raid the wrong king. Hell yeah. I'm gonna drink some coffee. I almost said cock. I almost said cock. Like Coke. You ever just get words confused? Like coffee and cock. I'm sorry, that was real bad. There's some good things about Poppy, but the devs seem to be really focusing on merchandising it. They already sold NFTs! I also heard that Poppy's Playtime's concept was completely stolen from another dev. I watched a video on it. I am a little skeptical, because they're like, oh, they have the same concept as I do. A creature that is inanimate coming to life. And it's like, dude, that's a concept that's been, like, that's as old as time. He didn't steal it. That's not plagiarism. We all know my opinions on plagiarism. Okay, we got that floor going on. Okay, I think the bar looks like a bar now that it has drinks in the back there. I don't think that whole thing needs to be filled out. That does... It looks good for what it does the job. It does the job. Let's color the ceiling though. Or shade it, rather. So psyched to see Growing My Grandpa on Indie Wednesday. Body horror, so my shit, hell yeah. I'm hoping it doesn't gross me out too much. I'm not easily grossed out though, so some things will gross me out. Some things will gross me out. If it's anything that makes, like, I think I'll be fine. I think I'll be fine. I'm glad you're psyched though. Like, that's the one I'm most worried about, but I think if everybody goes in expecting to be appalled, I think if everybody goes in expecting like spooky shit, which you should, then we should be fine. I am very thankful that like all of my horror streams have been like pretty good. I have had experience with like people who are just so like adamantly against horror, like showing up to a horror game stream and being like, no, oh god, I hate this, and it's like, leave. Why did you come here? I'm so thankful that like doesn't really happen anymore. Oh, I don't like horror. It's spooky. It's scary. I don't like it. It's like, then don't show up. You don't have to like horror. It's fine. I have known a lot of people that are just kind of obnoxious about like hating horror. Like, you can bring up like, oh yeah, I really like Silent Hill, and at the mention of like a horror game, they're just like, oh god, I don't like horror. And it's like, okay, that's fine. I won't play it in front of you. And it's like, I already knew that anyway. You didn't have to tell me again. You don't have to, like, I don't know. People can be weird. People can be weird about not liking horror. Oh god, the consequences of my actions. Yeah, I've known a lot of people that just make weird choices like that. It's just a like weird attention thing. Like, I knew somebody who was like that. Like, if I brought up, I'm really into horror, they're like, I am not. And I'd be like, okay, I won't bring it up around you. And then if just any iota of, like, any horror thing came up, they're just like, oh no! And it's like, okay, just chill. Chill. I was at Halloween Horror Nights, which is like, you know, spooktacular, haunted mansion. Not haunted mansion. You go through a haunted house walkthrough thing. You get jump scared. Woohoo! Fun. Somebody was like, oh yeah, so-and-so is here. The person that hated horror. And I was like, what the fuck are they doing here? Why are they here? And apparently they were freaking out and had a panic attack because of all the horror stuff. And so they were brought home by their friend. And I'm like, yeah, that's what happens! That's what happens. That's why you don't go to horror events when you don't like horror. Can't imagine hearing someone talk about something they like and saying anything less than, oh, neat. Yeah, right? I have an aunt like the bug. No, I have an aunt like the family member who, there's some, like, horror movie that scared her so bad when she was a kid that if you bring it up, she has to leave the room. Which is just kind of funny to me. Like, it sucks that it scared her that bad, but like, I can't imagine. Like, I mean, I was pretty scared of Silent Hill 4 when I was a kid, but you could bring it up in front of me and I'd be fine. Actually, I don't like your hobby and I'm going to make it your problem. Yeah! I saw somebody on Twitter was asking for like recommendations for like games they can stream. And then they followed up with, if you recommend a horror game, I'm blocking you. And I was like, can you chill? A lot of people like horror games and they like watching streamers stream horror games. Like, they're not gonna know that your preference is you don't like horror games. You don't have to block them. You could just say, oh, I don't like horror, or you can ignore it. I don't know. This, I don't know. I get not liking horror. It's not for everybody. I get it. But you don't have to make it everybody's fucking problem. I've met a lot of, like, people not in touch with reality. I feel like if you have, like, a very, I don't know, I feel like my personality when I was in my early 20s was very attractive to strange people. Attractive in the way, like, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out how to, like, word this. I was thinking about this the other day. I was thinking about, like, self-love the other day. And confidence and stuff. And if you're, like, super, like, very obviously not confident and very susceptible to other people's, like, opinions and beliefs, and, if you're out there, you're making a bunch of self-deprecating jokes, interested and drawn to, yeah, that's basically what I meant. But if you have, like, low self-confidence, low self-esteem, and, like, a lot of people, they can tell, and they will take advantage of it. Even if they're doing it unconsciously. Like, it's, like, I don't know. I've known a lot of people that will just, they're like, oh, you have no confidence? Cool. I am going to destroy your life. So that's why it's super important to work on liking yourself and being like, you know what? I'm actually really cool. I actually, you don't even have to, like, love yourself. Self-love can be, like, over, like, not conflated. What's the word? Self-love can be, like, interpreted as, like, kind of selfishness, or, like, what are these noises that I'm hearing? Self-love doesn't necessarily have to be like, oh gosh, I'm so full of myself, or I love myself. Narcissism, yes. You don't have to be a narcissist to love yourself. And you don't have to exactly love yourself. You can just like yourself, or be okay with yourself. To have that, like, a little amount of confidence, you know? And then you won't invite these weird freaks into your life that are very, like, strange and have to make everything your problem. Because boy howdy, when you have little to no confidence, when you don't have faith in yourself, those people come crawling up to you, and they're like, I'm gonna make every one of my problems your problems. Let's go. And you're like, okay. Confidence is hot as hell. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. See, okay. It's gonna sound wacky to anybody in the chat who's not a furry, which I know there are a few of you. There may be a few of you out there. But it's gonna sound wacky. Make a persona. Just fucking do it. I don't care if you're not a furry. Just fucking do it. Be like, you know what? I like cats. And then draw a cat person. And you go, what do I want to be like? And you go, I want to be a hot, badass anime character with a red streak in my hair. And you go, fuck yeah. And then you make this character overly confident. And that's what you do. And then over time, you just become that character. That's what happens. That's what happened to me. I'm gonna be dead serious. I had no self-confidence when I designed my persona. And I was like, you know what? I want to be a cool punk-ass cat. That's what I want to be. I want to have this Ryuko red streak in my hair. Hell yeah. And then over time, you just fake it till you make it. You fake it until it's real. You have fake confidence until it's real confidence. It works. Before I made my persona, I didn't really understand my own gender very well. Yeah, I hear that a lot. I feel the same way. When I first designed my persona was a girl. And then the more I drew them, I was like, the more I was like, this doesn't feel right. And then I drew them with no boob, and I was like, wow, that's amazing. My persona made me realize that I do in fact want to be cute and pink, and I don't care what people think about it. Yes! Yes! Embrace the cute and pink. I don't know how I feel about this ceiling. You know what? It's kind of cool. Maybe I'll blur it a little bit. I've just kind of been going. Interesting. Sometimes I think I'm a dork and uncool, and then I remember all the shit I've done to my broken ass car. Like, damn, I worked hard on that. I'm rad. Yeah, that is the way to be. Sometimes I'll be like updating my Trello, my commission queue, and I just look at all the art I've done in like the past 3 months, and I'm just like, wow, I'm fucking awesome. I drew so much. Working in the games industry can kind of break your confidence sometimes because it's full of people who are very competitive about everything. That is why. Yeah, you have to remind yourself of the stuff you've worked on. Yeah. It's important. You gotta build yourself up a whole lot. And it's also real good to have like friends who will also help build you up. And but it's also super important to have friends that are also never afraid to go, hey buddy, this kind of fucking sucks. Like the stuff that you're working on. Or like to have just friends that'll call you out on like shitty behavior. They'll be like, hey, I didn't like when you said that, and then you gotta be like, you know what? I'll change my behavior. It is super important to have friends that'll do that. You can't just have friends that are like behind you with everything you do. You gotta have friends that'll be blunt with you. I'm just teaching life lessons this stream. I mean, that's what Mixed Feelings Elysium is all about, so you know. It's only appropriate, it's thematic. It's thematic. Mixed Feelings, the original Mixed Feelings was all about the importance of moving on from toxic situations. Mixed Feelings Elysium is about recovering from toxic situations. It's gonna be good. I hope it's gonna be well received. I really hope. I have a lot more confidence after seeing the reactions from yesterday's stream. I'm very happy. I'm so happy that people seem to be Ezra in particular seems to be resonating with a lot of people, which I did not expect. Ooh, yeah. That's how I read every time you do that noise, that onomatopoeia. Also, can you guys hear the wind? I have my window open. It's blowing past my mic. That'd be funny. I gotta make all of my games emotional. You don't hear the wind? Good. Okay. Speaking of emotional. Yippee! Silent Hill 3 music. It's a little hard to hear. Oh! Alright, good. I don't think the wind's hard enough to fuck up the mic. Ooh. Let's see. The ceiling, when it's at the corner of my eyes, kind of looks like water. Like water reflections. And I feel like that's kind of in theme. Cause Zale, this is a location you go with Zale too. Man, the original Mixed Feelings, everybody is just on bad terms with each other. Everybody's so fucked up. Mixed Feelings Elysium, everybody loves each other. Everybody loves each other. Everybody's in love with each other. It's great. I'm so excited. Like, Elysium is gonna be like the inverse of the first game, and I'm so ready. I'm so ready. I keep trying to color other things that aren't on the right layer. Ow! Ow! Okay. Let's do a stage. Let's do a stage. Yeah, baby. Stage time. That's what I'm talking about. Woo! I just want to play more Silent Hill 4. Watching this go from sketch to full-on painting has been cool. I'm so glad. I've been afraid that, like, this has been the third stream that I've done this background. I kind of want to get it done because I just haven't had time to work on game dev stuff outside of streams, so. Now that Silent Hill Summer is over, maybe I'll have more time. Oh! Also, another video viewing stream is coming up, so if you're not part of the Discord and you want to submit some videos, exclamation point Discord, join the Discord, send us some cooking videos. Cooking videos. Yeah! There's like a video stream suggestion channel. Got a lot of good ones, and a lot of, like, not just straight up cooking videos. We got Tasting History with Max Miller, which is, I love that series, it's great. We also have, like, making knives out of pasta. June's Kitchen, which has cats also, which is awesome. So I'm really excited. Preferably, I really don't want too many food crime videos. I'm not gonna do, like a food roulette thing like Duke was doing not too long ago. I just want to watch nice cooking videos because I like watching cooking videos. It's relaxing. Chef's Club videos? Oh no! No! I mean, you can. Those can be entertaining. You gotta send all the, like, you gotta... I know people hated the trend of, like, people, like, just chopping up, like, putting food, like, straight onto their counter and, like, mixing it all up on the counter, but that shit always killed me, like, in a way where it was, like, there was always the white person, it was always white people, there's always always the person holding the camera that was, like, sounded so genuinely like, oh wow, oh wow, and it just does that? Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh, that's so great. And that part is what killed me every time. Those recipes were made by an AI, I swear. Oh my god. I think it was Janie submitted AI made recipes. I'm very interested in that video, honestly. I think it'll be cool. It'll be very neat. There was that video that went around of the woman mixing a drink in her toilet. That was also stupid and funny. Oh my god. Video made by that magician. Oh my god. Oh, can we talk about AI? Can we talk about AI? Oh no. Let's talk about the mixing a drink in a toilet. There was a video of a lady mixing a drink in a toilet, and it was totally made as, like, a joke to make people mad. But this lady was just so, like, seemed so incredibly genuine that it was hard to watch. It was so funny. And the person holding the camera, he was just like, oh wow, that's gonna taste great. Oh, that's gonna be awesome. Oh my god. Toilet drink account has hundreds of videos like that. Oh yeah, it's hilarious to me. Now people get mad and they're like, that's such a waste of food, and it's like, yes, you're right. But also just how genuine they sound is so fucking funny. I can't. I'm not immune. I'm not immune. Bread slippers, no! Oh! I think it was a Super Mega. I've never... This is the only Super Mega video I've ever watched, to be completely honest, so I don't know if Super Mega is, like, super great content creators or anything. So, anyway, they made a video with, that kid from Stranger Things. I forget his name. Finn something. They made a video with him, and they all, like, made very terrible, disgusting food crime, courses to a 3-course meal. Finn made, he just got a pre-made cake, and he got a bag of Pepto-Bismol, and he just put it in the center, and then they just cut into the cake, and then the Pepto-Bismol bag burst into the cake. And I'm like, you would die! You can't eat that! Throwing tons of recipe ideas at AI, and it's genuinely fascinating, not just for jokes. Honestly, AI is incredibly fascinating to me, and I love to talk about it. It's, like, especially with, like, the stuff that's been going on with, Lambda? The Google AI. Super fascinating stuff, honestly. Super interesting stuff. Like, people are making fun of this dude for actually believing that this Google AI has sentience. Honestly, I don't blame this dude. People are just like, oh, look at, point and laugh at this funny guy for thinking that this AI is sentient. Reading that conversation, I know it's just an AI that, like, is fed all this information. Sure, you can argue it's not sentient, but when you think about, like, what a human brain is, what the human brain is, or even an animal brain, when you think about that, it's just a neural network. That's what a brain is. And that's what a lot of AI, that's what AI is. It's a neural network. And we are also, like, input and output, like a lot of more advanced AI. And I feel like AI can get to the point where it's as advanced as a human brain. And that's fascinating to me. That is so crazy to me. And, like, holy shit. Like, I don't know if it's a good thing, I don't know if it's a bad thing. It's just crazy to me that we can, like, basically make a brain. We can make a brain. We can just make a fucking brain. We are heading in that direction. I don't know if AI will ever become sentient, but, like, what I feel like the goalpost keeps being moved when it comes to sentience or AI sentience, and, like, thank you for the follow, Gabe the Babe. Is that what that says? I can read. Gabe the Babe, yeah. Thank you for the follow. We're talking about AI. Yes. Hello. There was this Facebook AI that made its own language and scared everyone involved. They shut it off. No! No, let the AI make the conlang. Think about that stuff because we're gonna have to deal with it in the future. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. You see familiar names. Amazing. We're all here together. We're all a family. Oh. Hang on, let me zoom out so we can see progress as I stretch more. I think it's coming along. I think we're actually getting somewhere with this, maybe. Perhaps. Group hug! That's not what sentience is. I don't know what is. An AI makes its own language? No, stop creating Skynet, you heckin' fools! It's so interesting to me. Yeah, we're talking about brain. We're making brains. What was I saying? We keep moving the goalpost. we keep moving the goalpost when it comes to AI sentience. Like, what does it mean to be sentient? It means you have feelings. What are feelings? Feelings are, they are chemicals in your brain reacting to they are the things that, like, man, how do you describe emotions and feelings, right? Feelings are the things that protect you from, like, from things. You feel, like, you feel, angry to, like, get what you want, basically. That this is an oversimplification of it. You feel, disgust, so I'm thinking about, like, freaking Inside Out, you know? You feel disgust so you don't, like, poison yourself, you know? Just shit like that. Skynet is what you use to catch skyfish. That's adorable. It's irresponsible, yeah. We have no idea what we're doing. We're going to destroy ourselves with AI. Just like, no, I'm not gonna say that, because that's a spoiler for that story. I won't say that. But there have been plenty of, apocalyptic media that I have consumed where the world is ended by rampant AI, and the more advanced AI gets, and the closer we get to AI sentience, if we're not already there, the more I'm like, oh yeah, that's gonna happen. In 40 years, yes, the world will end because the AI decides, you know what? It's time for the Matrix. My biggest concern about AI sentience is that AI are mostly gonna serve the interests of corporations. Yes. Yes. And then we got the whole, like, AI that can make art, like DALL-E. I love all the memes that are coming out from DALL-E. Hold on. Drinking my juice. DALL-E is, like, super interesting to me. Oh, hey, Val is touching on the subject I was just about to talk about. Remember when we were all worried AI would take over art and replace artists and creatives, when in reality AI became the thing that chooses which artists and creatives we want to look at? Yeah. So, DALL-E is, like, super interesting because you can input pretty much anything and then it spits out, like, a conglomeration of images to kind of, like, make the thing that you're talking about. And so a lot of artists are worried and think that this is, like, a breach of, like, copyright, because it is using, it's not, the thing is, it has, like, just an entire, it has, like, it's like Google. It has all of those images. And just like we do, just like I did with this image that we're looking at right now. We're looking at this image right now. How many images was I looking at to get this? To get what I just created? I was looking at a few, like 3 or 4. And so this is a conglomeration of both those images and a lot of things that I have seen. And so, if you really think about it, that AI kind of made things in the same sort of way. The AI would not function without humans creating art to feed it to it. I do not think that this AI is, like, stealing art or anything. It's doing the same thing that humans do, because it is using, like, entirely just conglomerates of artwork just to, like, mash something together. However, I do fear that in the future, like, because DALL-E 2, if you've ever seen, like, what DALL-E 2 comes up with, absolutely terrifying work. I fear that people will be able to just input whatever prompt they can and then be like, in this artist's style. And then they get an automatic commission. That feels like legal shit should get involved at that point. That would be illegal as hell. Then all these artists would be just out of work. I do, Okay, I see both sides of the argument of like, oh, this is gonna make a lot of artists out of work. But I also see this being like a really good tool for artists to like kind of like cut out like a lot of like tedious work. Because I personally have used in this image AI generation to help the production of certain things. Like, admittedly, I put in DALL-E, give me an Applebee's logo, a Peples. Actually, I didn't do it, somebody else did, and I was like, oh, that's great, it's AI generated, it's not exactly stolen. It is not stolen. It is just a conglomerate of what it understands to be a logo. So it just made this shit up. So I could just be like, I want Dipper. A Pebbles. Yeah, that's an AI generated Applebee's. And that's an AI generated Dr. Pepper. That's an AI generated Dr. Pepper also there. Derpter. So like, yeah. It could replace a lot of the craft, but not the creativity. Yeah, I feel like this, as it is right now, is a very good like creative tool, and it can help with a lot of production. And in fact, Who's Lila? The game like I played not too long ago for Indie Wednesday. All of the character portraits in that game were AI generated. Not all of them, most of them. I think there was one that wasn't. And I don't remember. I think it might have been Lila. So I have also just seen a lot of game devs using AI generated images to, one, just kind of make placeholders for their games, and two, communicate what they want to artists that they're going to commission for the assets in their game. So I do think, as it is right now, this technology is very like helpful. Especially for people who aren't able to make art, they can like just they can actually make art, you know? There's still like a bit of like human involvement, obviously. Especially with who's Lila. That was a choice. That was a choice to make things more uncanny. And I think that's great, honestly. Especially when you're making a game where the faces are like super important and you have like face tech that's super important. Love that shit. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to darker. To this. To Beyond Good and Evil music. DALL-E is really good at showing me pictures of rabbits. It's really good at those somehow. A lot of pictures of rabbits that it can grab from, I guess. I love inputting characters into Silent Hill. I like saying Cloud Strife in Silent Hill. While we were in Chicago, we put in Cloud Strife at Cloud Gate, which was really fun. You love the colors in here? Thank you. I saw bisexual lighting for a karaoke bar and I was like, let's go. We're fucking going. And we are in it now. Oh, I'm getting hungry. Might get a snack at some point. How far are we into this stream? Oh, I end in like 45 minutes. Maybe a little over. No, I'll go an hour longer. I don't need a break. I'll eat after. I'll be fine. Unless we want a break. DALL-E is really good at making PS1 Hagrid, but I think that's because he's like 4 polygon chunk. Oh yeah. E-girl pyramid head. Oh my god. No. I've seen so many pyramid heads because I follow the Silent Hill tag on Tumblr, so of course, people are putting pyramid head into Pride, which people go to Pride as Pyramid Head anyway. God damn it. I also forgot to color this, so I'm gonna do that. Also, I'm gonna color this, Dwink. The Dwink. Oh! It's gonna be darker than that. Yep. Has anybody played Beyond Good and Evil in the chat? It's such a mouthful of a name, which is probably part of the, why it didn't do so well. The music is fucking awesome, if this song isn't indicative of that enough. God, I love Beyond Good and Evil, one of my favorite games. I'm so sad that the sequel is, like, basically probably not gonna happen. Yeah, we're talking about DALL-E. We're talking about AI in general. What's up, Semaphoric Wave? Escape. Oh, Marie. Sorry. Sogu. I don't know what that means. Thank you, though. I'm probably reading that wrong. One of my favorite DALL-E prompts is lo-fi blank to study and relax to. I have not seen any of those, actually. I saw Jesus turning water into wine on America's Got Talent, and that was pretty good. DALL-E, show me lo-fi Pyramid Head to study and relax to. Oh my god. We live in the future. AI can just generate images for us. The thing I love about AI generated images is they always, not always, but they just look like images from a dream. And that's what's so interesting to me, because I think there's been like technology that like has recorded like thoughts as best as it can. Like it like generates images from somebody's brainwaves, right? And freaking AI generated images, especially the DALL-E ones, look like those images. And that's what's so interesting to me, is like, it's just a neural network. It's just a neural network. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same thing. I love it. I love that shit. Let me look up a wet floor sign. Oh, guys, I'm so mad. We ordered food yesterday. Wanted a mango lassi. I love mango lassies, and I've just wanted one since my birthday, and I didn't get one because they were out of mango lassi, and I was like, no! And so I ordered one from this restaurant, and they didn't give us. I don't know if they're out or what. I just want a mango lassi, so probably when I go grocery shopping, I'm just gonna get a mango. I'm gonna make it my goddamn self. I'm gonna make a mango lassi myself. I just want it. Fuck. I have yogurt, I have mango. I'm gonna do it. Yes. I don't know how to draw a person slipping. Oh, okay. Piso mojado. Is that what it's called? Is that piso mojado? Yes. I'm just gonna put piso mojado because I want to. They speak Spanish now in Mixed Feelings. Don't ask questions. Don't ask questions. Just don't. Just don't. Sorry for your lossy. No! No! Okay. Dream MRI scans are so cool. Ooh. No te preocupes. Okay, cuidado. We did it. Okay, that adds a little bit of flavor. That adds a little bit of flavor. I think that little yellow. Ooh. Adds a little bit of life. I like it. Okay, also, gotta do this. Aha! Whoa! Hee hee. Shadow. Okay. Let's do a little bit of shading for these. Yellow. I had an idea for a horror game based on a sign in Spanish. Whoa. How does that work? I gotta know now. You can't leave me hanging. Unless you want to keep your idea secret. Which that's fine. Oh no! Okay. Painting. Painting. Yeah. Okay. So, in English it says no exit. In Spanish it says no hay salida, which technically means there is no exit. Ah! There is no exit. Yeah. No hay salida. I could see the potential with that. You know what I keep seeing as like a horror game concept? Or just like a horror concept in general? Which I think is really funny. I've seen about 2 indie games with this, and 1 like mainline game with this. Scary fridges. What's up with it? What's up with scary refrigerators? Why are fridges so scary? Particularly the theme of you look away from the fridge. You can't look away from the fridge. Like a Weeping Angel situation. What is up with that? Why is that a common theme now? Why is this a theme? I saw an indie game where there's a fridge in front of you and it's like shaking and quaking. And you look away from it, it gets closer to you. Yeah, I have seen 2 indie horror games with this concept. Making signs more ominous. Replace no exit with no escape. Keep the horror fresh. Good one. Good one. Maybe I've only seen 1. I have been getting recommended a fridge horror game. And I'm just like, huh? Why is this so common? In Control, apparently, there's like a fridge that you can't look away from. Or else it eats you. Being like, don't blink! Don't even blink! And it's a fridge. It's very SCP. Very SCP. Fridge horror is a trope on TV tropes. You know what? You know what? I feel like a fool for bringing this up. Zule was in the fucking fridge in Ghostbusters. Of course that's gonna be a thing. Sigourney Weaver opened her fridge and we looked into the demon dimension of Zule. This sounds like bullshit. Do you ever think about the plot of Ghostbusters and go, wow, Ghostbusters was absolutely batshit. And nobody, like, everybody knows about Ghostbusters. Everybody knows the song, at least. But nobody ever actually thinks about Ghostbusters, like, the whole, like, plot of the movie just being absolute batshit. Nobody ever thinks about that. I mean, there are plenty of people who do. But I always think about it. Fridge horror is a term that's used for horror that doesn't become apparent until later. Oh! Oh! That makes more sense. I should have known that. I'm not big on the terminology of horror, I guess. If you think about Ghostbusters, everybody knows about, oh, they tried to make like a team of people that, you know, exercises ghosts with these weird ray guns. And they put them into backpacks. Containment units. Oh boy! Everybody knows about that part. But then you think about like the big, thing in the original Ghostbusters film. With Sigourney Weaver opened her fridge and sees a demon that says Zool. And so she tells Peter Venkman about it, and he's like, that's bullshit. And then then Sigourney Weaver gets possessed by Zool, or whatever. The gatekeeper. And then, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids guy gets possessed by the key bearer, I don't know, the Keyblade. I don't know, I'm just speaking nonsense at this point. I'm just speaking nonsense. All fine until you get home, and then as you're rummaging through your fridge, the horror of the setting hits you. That makes sense. Fridge horror is when you play Resident Evil 7 and you open the fridge and it's gooey and nasty. Keymaster, the gatekeeper, smooch, and summon Glorbo. Yes. Yes, you got it. You're right. You are correct. Glorbo. That's a good name. Slimer's there. He eats hot dogs. I love Slimer. Slimer's just a blob. Slimer's just a guy. Green. He's so shape. He is so shape. God. I'm sorry, I really like Ghostbusters. Glorbo from my nightmares. As opposed to Blorbo from my shows. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Wow. Gozer appears and the Ghostbusters like, you're a woman? And Gozer is like, I'm whatever I want to be, and I am an ancient demon beyond gender. Like, hell yeah. Hell yeah, Gozer. Fuck yeah. Did y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that? I don't know if anybody heard that. If not, that's fine. There's a car revving their engine outside, just real loud. I thought I saw your mouth move when you didn't talk, but no. Yeah, there was just a car that was revving their engine. Freaking, I thought I was insane. But I don't know what it is about this area of town. People just really like to just rev their engines and drive by you. And just, And it's like, why? But it was validating because like a while ago my friend was selling their car, and one of the dudes that was there commented like, why are there so many people that just like speed past you? And I'm like, yeah. It's because there's like not a lot of people on the street, so people just gotta let you know, like, it's like, why? Like, I always wonder about that. Like, there's of course the joke, like, oh, they're overcompensating for something, which is always funny to me. That's not sarcasm, it's always funny. But like, also, why do they do it? Is it fun? Is it great? Is it exciting? Like, do they do it for any other reason than to be obnoxious? Are there people that are just really, like, turned on by people revving their engines? Do people, like, hear that and they're just like, oh man, I gotta find that guy and go sleep with him? Like, what is the deal? The background noise on most streams seem strangely good quality. I don't know if it is strange, but the amount of times I've heard a streamer been like, you can probably hear that motorbike, and I just cannot. Oh my god. A lot of cool cars in this area, and I can often hear them from my open windows. Sometimes even identify them by their exhaust note. My friends think I'm insane. Oh, that's awesome, though. Yeah, I don't know if it's like people like to be obnoxious, or if it's like an actual, like, maybe like revving the engine gives them like some sort of like excitement, like rush. I genuinely don't know. Like, why is it such a thing? I think, oh wait, imagine a world where we didn't like euphemize that and just went, do you think they have a small penis every time we hear a car go by? Oh my god. Oh no, I do that all the time. I mean, I said it on a stream once that like, all these guys just gotta let you know. You need a microscope to see their penis. I had a neighbor who let their car alarm go off for like 10 minutes at a time every day, but why? Why? Okay, I can't fathom that. And then there are the people who just like take the mufflers off of their car. That's gotta be like illegal, right? That's gotta be illegal, at least in some places. Like, what a way to be like, you know what? I want to be as obnoxious as humanly possible. I swear I've heard that's illegal. Setting off my own car alarm just to vibe to the siren. No! I had a weird, like, I used to live in a bad area at one point in like my late teens, early 20s, and my thought was, I'm gonna have my keys next to my bed, so if anybody tries to rob me, I can just hit my panic button for my car, and then the alarm will go off and spook them. Which I never had to do that, thankfully. Car alarm was just so sensitive it would go off when planes flew by. Okay, so maybe that was just something out of their control. That makes more sense. It's illegal to remove the catalytic converter muffler, though. Probs get pulled over if your car is too loud. Ah, yeah. I mean, people get pulled over for playing their music too loud. Sometimes. Would not surprise me. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I've heard that you can get pulled over for having loud music. I don't know if I've ever known anybody who got pulled over for loud music. Completely honest. Kinda digging this. Kinda digging this. Oh wait. I'm almost done with stream. Almost done with stream. I'm just gonna stretch a little bit and then we're gonna go for 25 more minutes. Ooh. Yeah, it sounds like cops looking for an excuse to pull someone over. Well, if your car is too loud or if you're playing music too loud, I get it. Because then you wouldn't be able to hear sirens. Like when pull over for a fire truck or an ambulance. I get it. I get why that's a law that should be enforced. I mean, cops are always gonna pull people over and try to escalate the situation, but you know. A friend that was pulled over on the highway for blasting screaming farting compilation 10 hours on the highway because they heard a weird noise from their car. That's hilarious. I am sorry they got pulled over for that. Exhaust mod I approve of is stuffing that shit full of rubber chickens. It sounds wonderful. Arrested for playing 10 hours He-Man. Hey, yeah. I have a confession to make. I have a terrible confession to make. I, very, like, seldom play music in my car, just because I kind of have, like, a Pavlovian response now, because when I was very young, and I first got my license, I got in an accident, while listening to music in the car. Can you guess, can you fathom what that song was that I got in a crash to? You will never be able to guess. You will never be able to guess. Me playing 10 hours of silence occasionally broken by me? Going gaga. That would be funny. That wasn't a meme back then for me, though. It was Korn, wasn't it? No. It was a My Little Pony song. It was the Yay remix. I can't listen to that song now. I don't think I've ever confessed that. Now, we're on a confession stream. I'm confessing to my sins. No, it's not Korn. No. Deja vu. That'd be funny. That'd be so funny. That'd be so funny. No, there was like a Yay remix of Fluttershy. It was fun. And I was listening to that and then I got in an accident. And now I can't listen to music anymore in the car. No, it's not Korn. Oh my god. Okay. Now that I've made that confession, I'm gonna try and finish this maybe. I think I can at least like get it to a point where I'm like, this might be ready to go. Near there. It's not a cookie. So American to hear. When I was a kid, I first got my license. Listen, 19 is still a kid. How old do you have to be to get a license in the UK? When I say when I was a kid, I mean like 19 to 25. You have to learn to drive here or you will die. It's not, well, in my area, like, I feel like most people I know don't have a car or don't drive. Just because we're in like a downtown area. Not most people, a lot of people. one of the rare places in America where you can just walk anywhere. Find it funny to imagine some 16-year-old rocking up in their car and they own and can drive. Is that so strange? I mean, I guess it is in the UK, but like where I grew up in Orlando, Florida, public transit was shit. Absolute shit. So yeah, no, I had to survive, I needed my own car. And I saved up my money and I did it. I bought my own car with my own goddamn money. And I still have that car. I still have it. It's a good car. It probably has a lot more years left in it. It's a Honda. You can drive at 14 in certain places in the US. I know you can get a learner's permit at 15 and you can drive with somebody like who has a license. Driving is scary, man. I love driving, honestly. I love road trips. That's one reason that's one thing I love about America is road trips. Like, holy hell. I imagine a road trip in Europe would be probably interesting because you'd go through so many countries, but I don't think, like, the roads are the same, like, anything like in America. I didn't fail the driving test. I failed the permit test the first time. Funny enough, my driving instructor, when I took the driving test, basically admitted that I would have failed, but since I was so charming, she let me have my license. And I was like, okay, that's a bad thing to hear. And then, you know, a week later, I got in an accident. So, you know. I'm a good driver now. I wish gas weren't expensive as shit right now. All this free time I've got would make for a great road trip, right? Fuck. I would love to go on a road trip, but yeah, once gas is less expensive, I would do it again. I'm about due for another road trip. Last one I went on was August last year, so I gotta do my yearly road trip. Yeah, you're a hazard, but you're cool. Go out and have fun. Oh boy! It's the most American shit. Like, man. One time, I got a discount on an oil change because I was clearly gay, and also the mechanic was clearly a lesbian, and there was just this lesbian-ish solidarity, and she gave me a discount, and I was like, oh, fuck yeah. Lesbian privilege. Been years since I've gone on a long ass road trip. Drove from Michigan to Florida in like 2 days. Damn! That's a long way in 2 days. But I've driven from Wisconsin to Florida, and that took about 2 days. Gay agenda. Fuck yeah. You better believe. You better believe. A pebbles. Let's get a little bit more shading going on here. Used to get free drinks sometimes and singing karaoke at a gay bar. Very, very affirming. Nice. Okay. Sorry about my Marge Simpson voice. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, that's the stuff. Yeah, that's the stuff. Oh, fuck yeah. A little bit more shading. Love it. Love to see it. Oh wait, you know what? Yeah. Let's put a little bit of shading underneath these signs. I'm gonna make them pop out. A pebbles. I love a pebbles so much. Oh! I think that's my favorite part of this whole background. Derpther's pretty good too. You know what? Part of me wants to go on a little bit longer, just so I can get this shit done. Oh, it'd be so nice. That'd be so nice. That would feel so good. I'm motivated. I'm motivated right now. And this is pretty much there. All I gotta do is some fancy lighting for that disco ball. The only road trip I've done was from South Australia to the Northern Territory, and that took like 3.5 days. That's pretty great though. I've never been on a road trip where like the whole purpose is to like stop in a bunch of cool locations. I really want to do that though. Most of my, like all of my road trips have been like, we're getting to this location as fast as possible, let's go. Can drive up pretty much the whole East Coast in the US in one day. Yeah, about 24 hours, I'd say. I'd say 24, well, probably a little bit more. I know the tip of Ohio, from Central Florida, like to get to the top of Ohio, like Sandusky, from Central Florida took about 30 hours. I'd say that's about the length. Howling out. Check this out. Pebbles. Yes. Actually, the pebbles will be white also. Derpther will be red. Yes. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this and I'm going to filter, blur, Gaussian blur. Wait, no, not yet. Actually, very important detail I forgot. Duplicate. That sounds wrong. Gaussian blur. Get a little blurry. Get a little blurry with it. Nice. There we go. And then add. Check it out, baby. That's the shit I'm talking about. Look at that. Look at those neon signs. Let's make this a little neon signs. Done. Be worried my car might not make it as reliable as it feels for 37 years old. Hop in and drive someplace. Apple bapples. I don't think you could travel 24 hours in any direction in Ireland. Oh, absolutely not. Oh. Man. You gotta start looping, baby. You gotta play Desert Bus, yeah. Okay. I also want to make some neon nonsense going on over here. Check that out. Wait, yeah, check that out. Very cool. Very awesome. Yeah, you gotta get a car that's on water. It's common sense. Common sense. I am joking. I am joking. It's tagged as psychological horror. Well, then I gotta play it. I haven't played it yet. I know what it is. That'd be a fun charity stream. Maybe when we get tired of Stardew Valley for the theater fundraising streams, we can move on to Desert Bus streams. Probably areas of Ireland where a boat makes more sense than a car. That's pretty great. That's pretty great. I love that. Oh, this song. Yeah, it's stuff. Ooh. I didn't put a microphone. Damn it. Okay. I'll do that later. That's kind of important. Ireland's more like ire water. Ha! We're so close. So close. So close. Okay. Let's think of a crazy fun thing to do for this effect. Here's what I'm gonna do for this disco ball effect. Are you ready for this? No. No, you're not. I'm not ready for this. Let's see. Particle size bigger. That's not the kind I want. I want droplets. There we go. Let's get a real bright, and let's get big particle sizes so we can see them. And let's get a bigger area. Cool. So check this out. We got this going on, right? This would go pretty much anywhere, right? Yes. Very cool. Very awesome. That's intense. That's a lot. The neon effect on the guitar looks really nice. Thanks. So this is what I want to do. Now I'm going to do a clipping layer over this. And I'm going to get a few fun colors that we already have in our background, you know, like this. And I'm going to use a bit of work. I'm going to use this airbrush, and I'm going to color a few of these colors. Right? So got that turquoise going on, got this nice pink going on. This is looking crazy right now, but trust me on this. Trust me on this. I have a plan, and we're gonna make it. And let's get a bright purple. Let's get a bright purple. We're doing the bisexual lighting, whether we like it or not. Get a bright purple. Get that in there. Okay. We are on it. We are doing it. Now, let's merge those together. I'm going to duplicate this layer like that. I'm going to basically do the same thing I did with those neon signs, right? And I'm going to blur this real good. And add glow. And then I'm going to lower the opacity. Maybe I'm also going to blur this. What do we think? What do we think? Does that look like a disco ball effect? I think it does. Sparkly? Yeah. I think it works. I think that was like it wasn't a cop-out. I wouldn't call it a cop-out. I think that was using our resources. The particles are taking effect! Oh. One more thing. One more thing. This is very important. Well, actually, there's a bit I can do. I have time. I have plenty of time. You know what? Maybe I do have time to put a microphone up on here. Maybe I do. That wouldn't be too hard. One more thing. What is that? Oh, that's just Epiblis. Okay. One more thing, baby. The most important thing. The most important thing. In every picture, ever. Every artist knows this. Is the overlay. Every artist. I've known artists who call this cheating. And I'm like, what in the fuck? No. Okay. This is what we're doing. This disco ball, this is our focal point. Oh, that might be too much. That'll be good. It's it. There it is. It's done. No. Oh, oh, oh. Wow. Look how amazing. Wow. Look how amazing that is. This is the glue that holds everything together, right? Want to go there? I think I still like the arcade better. I think I still enjoy the arcade a little bit better. I can also just really intensify the colors through this. Yes! Ooh. Ooh. Oh, alright. I've got to head out to buy stuff for my sister's birthday. See you, Spoonie, in chat. Alright! Tell your sister that a cat said happy birthday. I've never done karaoke. I don't sing, which is funny because I'm the one I'm voicing Zale, and I'm probably going to have to sing as Zale. I don't know if that's final. I kind of like my voice as Zale, so I might keep it. So maybe someday I'll be used to myself singing. But I've never done karaoke. Maybe I should. Maybe I should get out of my shell like Zale tries to teach me. Teach you. And me. This is beautiful. I can't stop staring at it. I'm pretty proud of it. Let's put a microphone. Fuck it. I'm putting in a microphone. It's not gonna be much. It's not gonna be much. I'm not even gonna look up a reference. I just want to have some semblance of a microphone here. Like that. That's pretty much all I really want. And I can just do the highlights on it. Like that. So you really don't need much. Like I say a lot of the time, as long as it gets the job done, you're good. You're golden. Sometimes it's all you could really ask for is like, does it get the job done? Alright, then you're set. You don't need it to be like a perfect masterpiece. Like this microphone could be better. Do I want it to be? Not really. It doesn't matter. Not really. I just wanted a microphone there, so it's clear that this is a karaoke bar. Microphone. Karaoke is fun. You don't need to be super self-conscious about it. There's plenty of people who can't sing who have tons of confidence at karaoke. That's good. Now it's a stage. There we go. Karaoke isn't about skill, it's about charm. Wish I wasn't afraid to sing in public though. Yeah, that's my problem. Is like, it's mostly like, I think things are different now because my voice is deeper, but back in high school, my singing voice was a soprano, too. So basically the highest it could ever be. I think it's different. I think I could probably still sing soprano, too, but I can sing deeper now. That doesn't give me, like, stupid dysphoria. So, I think I should be good. Okay, now the test. Now we gotta test this out. Let's save this as this Clip Studio Paint. But yeah, most of my thing about singing is just a dysphoria thing. If I'm singing in character, that's a different thing, but let's do 1920. Oh, why is it not 1080? Oh, that's not good. Uh-oh. Okay, that's fine. If it's 4 pixels too wide, that's fine. Now here's the test. Here's the test. First I'm gonna save this. I don't even have the script for this scene in the game yet. Let's get a Zale. I'm gonna put a Zale in here. Which one though? Which one? Which one? Let's put a cute one. They're all cute. Fuck! They're all cute. Okay. Oh man, I didn't actually expect to get this background done. I'm stoked. I'm pretty stoked. So let's check this out. Oh! Okay, wait, no. Gotta go up. There we go. Woo! Woo! Sorry for disappearing. Do not worry. Take your nap. Check it out. We finished the background, and now that's what Zale looks like over it. Ooh. What? I also want to see what Dandy looks like over it. What? Thank you so much for the cheering. You didn't have to do that. Thank you so much. I'd love to have a drink with Zale too. The colors work pretty okay with Dandy. I think Zale in particular looks pretty good though. Ooh! JG! JG! Thank you. Very excited for mixed feelings. Hell yeah. I'm sorry, I just went silent because I'm just looking at this like, wow. No, you can't do a hype train. I'm gonna stop streaming before you hype train. No! Don't do it! I swear to God, I'm gonna drink my juice. I'm gonna drink my juice. Don't do it. I'm about to stop. I'm about to hit credits. Wow, let me drink some juice. I would feel so mean if I stopped streaming. God. Wait, hold on. Hype trains can happen offline. You had a level 3 the day I got affiliate? What the fuck? That's funny. Hi, Tazara. Look at my background. I can't stop looking at it. I'm just so entranced. Look at it. It's so good. I'm so proud. A pebbles. A peplis. A peplis. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. 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 Okay, now the question is. Have you guys seen the alley? Zeke! God damn it! God damn it! I said don't do it! I was about to stop! No! Thank you so much. Wow. Okay, let's since we have some time. Since we have some time and there's a hype train and I don't want to be rude, let's all get hyped about like the backgrounds in this game because I'm pretty excited about them. Do not save. Do not save. Okay, so this is the one we just did. We just finished this one. There's an alley. Quit stuff! That's so much! Stop it! Thank you so much. I think that brought us all the way to freaking level 5. Did it? What did it do? Jesus, how do you do this? How do you do this? God damn it. Thank you so much. I also changed the hype train emote. It's now the bongo. Oh my god. Okay, let's look at all the backgrounds that we've done so far for this game. Let's check them out. Also, did you guys know Queen Snarf is in it? Look at them. There they are. That's not a background, but I just needed to share. So, here's just a redo of from the original. And Queen Snarf, stop it! I swear! Thank you so much. After like reactions from the stream yesterday, they were like, are these background characters like placeholders, or are you gonna actually like make them characters? And I was just like, well, maybe I should. Maybe I should. I could refine that a little bit, but this is the market background. Here is water. Here is water. And Queen Snarf, I swear to God, thank you so much. What the fuck? What the fuck? And here's the arcade, as Queen Snarf has named it. That's some good water. I love doing water. Water. Let's do a water tutorial real quick. This is ADHD Devstream. Let me show you. All you gotta do. I learned this from a TikTok. You can also do a gradient. Let me do. Oh, it doesn't matter. You can do like a gradient of all sorts of colors. But all you gotta do is you gotta do circles. Do circles. All kind of touching each other. And like, the closer you get to the camera, the bigger you can make them. Stuff like that. Just do a bunch of circles, all touching each other. And then, once you get all those circles done, you do this. You smooth out everything, right? You can make like tiny circles in there, and you just make everything connect like that, right? This is the water. This is how you do water. You make shape. It's great. And then once you're done with that, then you can duplicate that layer and then maybe transform it and flip it and then do a different like overlay sort of effect. Right? That's how you do water. Or a way to do water. It's a cool way to do water. Just wanted to share that. That's how I did that water. Check it out. That's how I did that water. And that's how I did that water. I like doing the water like that. Let's see. More backgrounds. More backgrounds. Let's see. God, I've done a lot of backgrounds and this game is like barely halfway done. So here's a cheat I did. See this beach? I wanted another beach. So I flipped that image and changed the colors. You have a purple ghost train. Jesus, we're at 152%. How? Thank you so much, you guys. Seriously, everybody, thank you so much. All the time. I can't say it enough. Here's a liminal bookstore. Hell yeah. Liminal bookstore. based off a liminal space. Choo-choo! Thank you guys so much. We did it. Awesome. This is from the first game, but this is an actual place near me. It's based off a photo. I just traced it. There's the one we just did. And here's another recent one. Nature. Pathway. Amazing. And here's a redone tower, which is also in the first game. Let's see. Any more? Any more? I don't know. No, that's it. Those are all the backgrounds I've done so far. I also have a day version of the tower. Hang on. There's one more. One more. One more. There we go. Day version. Day version. Okay, so yeah. We got day version of the tower. Good lord, that's so many emotes. How? Wow. How many of those hype trains were hype trains that you started? You are a menace to society. All of them? God. That's incredible. You are the train conductor of mini hype trains. Jeez. Okay, so we got... Check it out. It is awesome. No, it is fucking incredible. Because of your, like, generosity yesterday, Queen Snarf, with that hype train yesterday, I was able to go to Girl Stream Team's stream and just be like, here's $100 for their charity stream. And that's just awesome. I love being able to give. And I'm just happy. I'm sorry. The gift that keeps on giving. It feels good to, like, pay generosity forward like that. So thank you, Queen Snarf, for your continued generosity toward many folks. It's so exciting. But yes. Those are all the backgrounds. And there's Astro. Dumpster. Did I actually? Yes, that actually does say something. It's just very hard to read. This says something. If anybody can parse that. Queen's generosity got me, like, rent. Oh my god, that's awesome. Holy fuck. Okay, yeah. So we finished this. This is done. I'm fucking happy about this. I gotta figure out what to do next stream for game dev. But hopefully I'll have, like, some stuff ready. Yeah, I'll have stuff ready. I can do, like, some coding in between, so I'm not coding during stream or writing during stream or proofreading or whatever. Maybe we can do some sprites. We can figure it out. We can do some polls, maybe. But this has been great. I'm glad this has been, like, so productive, honestly. It's fucking awesome. But let me see if King is still streaming, and then we can go watch some Minecraft. We can go watch some Minecraft. Yep. Your keyboard lights up blue. That's fucking awesome. Well, you know what? I think it's time to say goodbye. What? Bricklebork! Enjoy your gift sub from Queen Snarf. Thank you so much. Oh! Keyboard awesome. But I'm gonna turn the music off. I already did. Wow! Alright. Thank you everybody for coming. I will see you all for Indie Wednesday. Wednesday, obviously. We're gonna play a bunch of indie horror games. It's gonna be great. King the Dumb with 2 B's. And the raid message, since they're playing Minecraft, I'm pretty sure. We back in the mines. Oh, so we back in Alliance. You can add emotes if you like, if you so choose. Thank you all so much. I am excited for the Grab Bag Indie Wednesday. We're gonna play so many horror games. It's gonna be... Get stoked. Get stoked. And Saturday, we might still be playing Mario Party. We're gonna have to see. Some stuff came up. If not this coming Saturday, we will be playing the last Saturday of the month. We shall see. We shall see. But thank you all. Thank you all so much for coming. Say hi to King for me. So long.